Okay, guys, good afternoon. This is Cal once again. Today is the 31st of March 2026. Crazy Global Market Talk with Cal. Crazy anytime, anywhere. Now, as again, I just said, the reason why I bring you in this afternoon is because I think that there's something big that's going to happen in the market. So I really want you to come in to listen, okay? So I know today is the last trading day of the month and tomorrow is the 1st of April. And I don't think it's a joke here. All right. I believe that something big is going to happen to the gold market, and that's why I bring you in. Now, remember last week we talked about on 26th of March we had a Sunday session, and I said that my target for gold is 4651. Remember this number? 4651. And did we come close to this number? I think we did come close, remember? So that's why I want you to look at this once again. Okay. So before we go there, we go at disclaimer apply as usual so that we know what to expect from the market. Okay, so let's bring into the charts right now. Okay, just give me a minute. I need to shift around my mouse a little bit. Okay, so let's look at the gold market first to begin the first part of today's sharing. Okay, let's hope this is working. Okay, so where is 4651? Now, guys, I think if you all have been following me for the longest of time, you know that I'm a big fan of KCB. And KCB comes from the whole point is that the black candle and the white candle, right? Right, that's how I created this. So today is a white candle. White candle means the market is up, right? So white eat black. So where's the black? The black is this guy here itself. Can you see this? So if you move your mouse over to the opening price, okay, I think my thing is stuck. Okay, never mind. Oh, there, it's stuck again. Hit it. Okay. Oh, so is this? Yeah, let me just change the color. I'm using my 3G, so it's better. Just now I'm having a meeting with the Hong Kong side. Oh, it was terrible for the Wi-Fi. So I used my 3G. Okay, push it up here. Okay, so you can see this 4651. Yeah, I make it more accurate for you. 4651. 4651. There we go. So 4651, this is the KCB. So do you notice that it's actually moving towards this number 4651? So where are we right now, everybody? If you didn't notice, gold now is trading at 4574. Okay, and this target here 4651. Right? So 4651 is the target for KCB. 4574 is current price right now. So the difference from 4574 to 4651, the difference almost $80. Now, $80 is a lot of money if you look at it. And if you really do capture this, that's a good deal of money, right? So I'm looking at this number to be traded within these 2 days, okay? So of course, today is only a Tuesday, right? So would that be happening by this Wednesday, Thursday? Well, I think there's a very high chance that this will happen. So that's why I want you to consider to look at this. Yeah. So guys, watch out for this. It's likely should be happening in the near term. Okay, so let's put it away. So that is for the KCB. And of course, if you look at the next slide, sorry, next tab. Okay, this is what we've done the previous week. And you can see today that the KCB today, yeah, this morning when the market trades below OP, right, the KCB that was nearby was 4491. So this morning, the opening price was 4511. So when the price actually goes down to 4491, hits the KCB there and rebounded from there, I knew exactly that is the lowest level. Now, why do I say that? Because you must remember, when the market is going uptrend, okay, the KCB at the bottom will become a support. Interesting. You go and try it out, go and back test this, you will see my point, okay? This actually is something that I share in PTP. But today, I share this with you, okay? So for those going for CMC or PTP, you something new today you learn, okay? So when the market is actually turning upwards, all right, the KCB downside will become a support. So when the market is downtrend, the opposite actually happens. The KCB on top will become the resistance. So that is why I think gold today may have if gold stays around here, that's good. Tomorrow, the next day, then to hit 4651, I think that'll be perfect. Okay. I don't expect it to hit today. I don't expect, but usually when I say that, things happen. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the technical side. Now, this is why I'm calling you in for. Okay. Now, remember recently I told you guys that I love it when it's an uptrend basis and the KCX is green. And in the past experience, when the KCX is green, when the first color change from red to yellow, it will be a very good buy from here. Now, I'm not saying that it will definitely go up. It's not possible to be 100%, but I got this feeling that it's going to climb. And if it's going to climb up, the first resistance, if you notice that, yes, indeed, 4651, that is the first KCB that's blocking the trend. And if you look at it carefully, after 4651, the second resistance, it will be the MA30, and MA30 is a very strong short-term resistance. So if the market break 4651, the next level can go is 4788. That means we're talking about another $138 from here. Now that is a lot of money. One contract itself, right, will yield you $1,300. 0.1, yeah, 0.1. And if you do a full contract, it's $13,000, my friend. Don't play a joke. This is actually free money possible. Now, of course, you will say, but Kel, the gold has been coming down. What made you think the gold will go up, right? Remember, the reason why the gold is coming down is because there was ongoing war. Now, the reason why the war is so complicated because it's inflation coming in. But today, you notice this, the crude oil went to 107 and then pull back to 103. So there is a possibility that the war may end soon. Now, how it ends, I don't know. I don't know what Donald Trump will say or what he will do with the Iranian. But if, let's say, the war ends, okay, the oil price will pull back. And when the oil price pull back means inflation is out of the window in a way for a short period of time, you will see the dollar collapsing, right? The dollar will pull back. And once the dollar pull back, the gold will shoot up. So you understand how things work, right? That's why for us as traders, you always need to do projection. You need to see things further than it is, all right? Now, I'm not advocating because I'm a buyer of gold. Now, I did buy a few gold, but today is a day whereby I can see the CCRY right in our face, right? And of course, at the same time, if you notice this, the KCX is also turning green. So that is another reason why we are buying into gold at this moment right now. So if you look at these two contra together, and then after that, you notice that the very important point is this. The KCX are also lifting itself away from the extreme level. All this speak for itself. And the last few days when the gold was going upwards, the KCX was also moving upwards. So which means that there was a lot of selling the last few days. But yesterday was a doji, so which means that the market has pulled out and recovered and closed near the opening price, hence therefore creating a doji. Now doji means what? Doji directional day. DJDD, strong buy because it's above OP, yellow candle above MLP, and CCRY is already triggered. So you see with all this thing coming together, I think you can buy small. Buy some gold, keep it, and see whether 4651 get triggered. If 4651 trigger close above it, then the next number is 4788 or whatever number, because this MA30, right, it does change color and it does change number along the days, but of course not very dramatically, but it does change, yeah? So if you combine this all together, then the next final number that I'm looking at is 4825. So 4825, I think it is going to be a tough one, but it is possible. So 4825 is here, right? 4651 is here. KCX, KSI, all right, KSI turning green, that's a good one. So I take a picture now. I want you guys to do the same thing too and trade, all right? There's 62 of you online now. I think it's a good idea to make some money from here, okay? All right, so guys, this is my take. Now, what if the war break out? Then that will be a big problem. So put trailing stop, my friend. Put a stop loss somewhere. Please do not put too near because you need the market to breathe a little bit, but don't put too far away. I mean, beyond your capacity, okay? Put somewhere that you're comfortable with. All right, then you let it run, okay? Let it run. Okay, so Cal, if I go to a 0.01 and how to take profit, partial profit, then do 0.02 lah. So funny. All right, so think about this, yeah? Okay, so that is gold. Now, Dow Jones, let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now, Dow Jones, I already told you guys, the Dow is near a bottom. And from the way I'm seeing this, same thing again, I see the KCX now blinking longest, and then we have a bottoming effect at the moment right now. So of course today it's above pivot one, above OP, above pivot one. No need to say it's definitely a buy, and I've been buying Dow this morning, and I also been telling you guys this. I believe there's going to be a technical rebound, so I think this is going to happen. I suspect that the market is buying in anticipation that they have probably talked to Mr. Trump, and Trump has probably tell them, say, hey, you know what, there's a way to solve this problem. Let's talk on the table. So now the market is at 45,588. KCB is at 46,045. Now, of course, again, I am just saying this, okay? I suspect that the market is buying in anticipation that they know something that we don't know. But it doesn't mean that I have the information that I know the war will end soon. I just feel that way, okay? And of course, if it really, really does that, okay, I'll say this upfront to everybody here. If the Dow Jones or the market or the war, all right, really recovered and the war ends, okay, in a way, I will share with you something very special this coming weekend. Okay, it will be the forecast of the financial market the next 6 months. So which means from April to October, I know where will be the turning point and the crazy point of the market, because it's actually coming like like as if it's scripted in a way. So I think I know what will happen soon. So I want you guys to see whether I'm correct or wrong and see that this will happen. So let's see. So if everything goes well this weekend, it will be something very special for all of you. Okay. And thing is this, I tell you guys many times before, one thing about crazy system, never fight the pivot. Now this morning the oil price opened at 105.09, and guys, remember this, for the up 10 times, I told you KSI is a very incredible indicator if you know how to use it. So remember when oil price plunged, because there was a so-called what they call potential of a ceasefire back then about a week ago, and the oil price pulled back from a high of like $100, come all the way down to $80. So many people sell oil. They say, oh, oil is over. This is an engulfing candle. Sure sell, blah, blah, blah. But remember, our KSI speaks differently. And when the KSI come in and I notice the low get higher, three low all getting higher, I know that the boys are buying, they are not selling. And of course, again, the doji was there. The doji was there. So very similar to the gold price we are seeing right now, right? Very similar, right? So if you believe in what you're seeing in your face, remember, we've done this so many times. When the market is down or the KSI is green, we call it as elephant trade. And where will the market go? Yes, it will go back to where it started, and that's why the oil price went up. So is it because coincidence that there's some fighting in Iran, then this one go up? Now, if it's one time, two time, we can call it coincidence, but we have it for years, my friend. Crazii has been there for years, and we've seen this pattern up 10 times. Now, it's not 100%. There's no such thing as 100%, but we are having it near to 80%. So why take the risk to go against it, right? So this is why, again and again, I tell people this. Okay, so why today the crude oil come down? Exactly my point. Why would the crude price come down today when it's supposed to go up? Only because the big boys know something. So if you believe in the big boys theory, if you believe in the pivot, then it makes sense to believe in what you're seeing right now. Now, this morning, crude oil goes up. Okay, fair enough. It went up all the way to 106, high almost 107. And that was where I just don't, I feel very uncomfortable. I saw the pivot was there. I waited. And then what kicks my thing here was this point. Can you see now, my friend? The price actually went up over here. Can you see? The price actually went up. But the KSI is red. Oh my God, this is insane. So that means that something is wrong. Now, one candle, it can be wrong. Two candles can be wrong. But how about six candles? So when I saw that there's a pivot somewhere around here, and I know the KSI is red, I know something is very wrong. And when the market goes below the pivot and the KSI was red, and you can see the KSI was surging in terms of the length of the KSI was surging, that's it. I know that the selling is coming. And truth be told, pump, all the way down. Now, we have said this before, KTR minus 3, below KTR minus 3, you cannot sell the market, right? So I told you before, and indeed the market recovered a little bit. And now the thing is, this is hovering at KTR minus 3 for some time, but now again, it starts to hold below it. So again, all these are the telltale signs that I felt that maybe, okay, Donald Trump has found some really genius way to get out of this, or maybe they come to a truce. They decided, hey, you know what? You stand there, I stand here. Let's just don't touch each other for a while, whatever. Okay, so all this is possible. All I can say is this: as long crude oil don't go back above OP, I think that you shouldn't be buying any more crude. Okay, for those who are in crude position, unless you're buying for long term. Now, believe me or not, I still believe that crude oil will go up to 130 by the end of this year. I still a very adamant bull on crude oil, but for today, I don't think you should buy because we have the pivot that's blocking you on the top side itself. And of course, if you bring down the whole chart, okay, you bring it down all the way. Okay, it's a bit crazy though. Okay. All right. Do you notice that after the chart here at 102, there is nothing else? It's a free fall all the way to $93.86. So which means that if the market really, really pull back below 100, there is a free fall effect going down to 93.86. Okay, so be very careful. Be very careful here, my friends. I know that a lot of people now is buying crude oil as usual. When the market is going up, people chase after it. So be very careful. Okay, I don't want you to be caught. But if you want to buy crude oil and you want to buy it cheap, then you look out for 93.86. If the crude oil do come down to 93.86 later, yes, we can try to buy some. Just a small position and see how it goes. Okay, so guys, that will be all for my sharing today. I just want you to come in to hear me out to make some money from the market. Now, we've been doing pretty good. We've been sending out many good calls recently. I just want you to follow and make some money. Now, tomorrow we will have the Crazii EA preview sharing at 8 Singapore time. It will be done at this 8 o'clock Singapore time. We will just touch base on how the EA work. Okay, it's not ready for registration yet because we're still doing testing. It's not that easy as you can see. So tomorrow, all right, we will show you. All right, the day that we will launch it will be should be on the second week of the April. All right, the date itself will confirm with you. Now, this EA, when it come out, right, it comes with one very important thing. It comes with a Telegram message whereby why it buy, why it sell, where the TP level, where's the stop loss level. That is what you want. So when you have all this with the app, with the EA trading for you, I think that you will really like it. Okay, so tomorrow we will let you know. Okay, now because there will be no translation tomorrow, so it will be in English. Then after that we will have it subtitle in other different languages, and then we will send. But remember, there is no registration for the EA until further notice. Tomorrow is only for you to listen and observe, and of course I would love you to throw more questions to me so that I can learn from you. All right, guys, all clear? Okay, that will be all for today's session. I wish you all the best in trading today. Remember, go slow. Final day of the month. Don't screw it up yourself. Okay, take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And Judy, drive carefully. Okay.